Good evening, friends. Welcome to Sudhi Mateti's talk show. This is an additional dose of motivation. Today's evening, I call a chief guest, a guest of honor, Mr. Karthik Mateti here. You'll get to know what is all about Karthik Mateti. Mr. Karthik Mateti, welcome on the dial. It's a pleasure to call you here. Please have your seat. It is my honor to present Karthik Mateti today. Karthik Mateti, the professional motorcycle racer for India. Mr. Karthik, please introduce yourself to the audience.
I'm a multiple-time national champion in Indian national motorcycle racing, and I have represented India in Asian Cup of Road Racing. And I have won Asian Cup of Road Racing in 2018, representing India in both international circuit, which was in Delhi. And I'm currently racing in American Racing Association, leading in 7 categories in lightweight class, racing a 600cc superbike.
Beautiful. This is a short introduction of Karthik Mateti here. Now today I'm going to ask some difficult questions to Karthik Mateti, and this should really poise a beautiful interview for the young enthusiast. The objective of this interview is to ensure that the young enthusiast gets the dose of motivation and they know the road ahead. Welcome Karthik Mateti once again on the Sudhi Mateti talk show. Great. Karthik, the first question that I want to ask you is, where did this all begin?
So as a regular Indian small young child, everyone is really excited about racing, excited about two-wheeler racing. So I just started this journey with video games is what I could say, and then eventually I started riding bikes, and I got to know that I'm a good rider in the streets, so which eventually led me into stunt racing. So this is called a freestyle stunts, which we practice around in the closed circuits. And I have got a couple of opportunities which I had to perform in engineering colleges. And from there, I had to go through these opportunities, and everyone noticed that I'm pretty good at what I'm doing. So from there, the journey has begun, and there have been a lot of objectives there.
Beautiful. How does it feel being here as a national motorcycle champion?
For me, it feels grounded, but as being on the racetrack, it feels amazing because the adrenaline rush which the motorcycles give, the speed which I go through. One benefit which I have gone through it is I see life in slow motion. As I've been through the high speeds, everything I see, I can sense it at the slow motion. So that's just given me a benefit. Racing only doesn't even affect my professional career, it also affects my personal life as well.
Oh, well, Karthik. Since you identified your passion at the early age, how did you get the first breakthrough? How did you come on the circuit?
So that's an interesting question because from the time when I was stunt racing, I got a lead which said I had an aim to race in MotoGP, which is the eventual end in motorcycle racing, but I don't know how to take the path. I don't know which way should I go through to reach that goal. And one of the individual which helped me that there was a motorcycle racing track days, which the training happens in one of the small go-kart circuit in Hyderabad, and eventually I joined that group. So and it turned out good that the first event I participated, and I was one of the top 5 time lappers at that circuit. And then that eventually got me a little bit more of confidence inside me that yes, I can do this. And then the second event is my first race.
Oh.
So there was only one session which I did on track. I got to know the basics, and the second event was my first race, and which I won out of all the Hyderabad.
Oh, wow. At such a young age, having so many medals, so many trophies, his bedroom is full of medals and trophies, India, Asian, and so many other circuits, how the road has been? Has it been easy or a bumpy road here?
I can never call it easy, looking at the difficulties, as I come from a Indian family background, and it's been a difficult road, but I would say everything can be achieved. From this difficult road, from the path where I started, I had no family support, and this sport has a lot of obstacles. I would say I could rate it as first is coming out of the family background of the Indian. The second is because the motorsport is expensive. The financial is also a bigger aspect of this motorsports. And the other one is the risk. The life risk which is there, which is included in motorsports, is one of the biggest objectives. And being the motorsport is not being recognized as one of the Indian sport was a problem, and which was recognized in 2020 by Indian government as a official sport in the sports list, as it is center oriented towards one of the sport in India. And I could say everything can be achieved, but with a goal that you have to reach to that goal. And breaking the mindsets of the parents is a bigger thing, which I would suggest every parent should suggest and support their youth from the time, so that they could not only taste the success from their child's sacrifice, but you should also be a part of that sacrifice.
Beautiful. One difficult question that comes to my mind, Karthik, here is, in India, people feel that education is something, whether you are a cricketer, whether you're a sportsman, or whether you're a motorcycle racer, you still need to graduate, do PhDs, masters, and still need to go for a job. How does this balance of job, earning money, the daily rut of life, and the sports, how do you balance all these things? And what are your plans ahead?
So that is a really difficult question right now, because as coming from the Indian background again, so study is a main aspect of this, and I would not deny it. Yes, that helps us also grow as a person, and you have a backup plan if your sports career doesn't work out. But managing sports career and academics is a bit tough, but always the tough is the challenge. That's what we love as an athletes. So we can, when you are able to manage the academics and sports together, that's really good, and you should know which time you have to utilize for what.
Wow. Karthik, you have won so many medals, so many trophies, Indian circuit, international circuit, Asian Cup. Out of all these wonderful medals and trophies over so many decades, now you tell me which moment was precious to you and which felt like warm and you were very sentimental to the moment. Can you share that moment with us?
So it's tough to choose one out of many races, but